Hi, I'm Justin Josie, and these are my thoughts and opinions on the Chase Sapphire case and their ability to attract the right customers. So the case identifies three types of credit consumers: transactors, revolvers, and dormant consumers. Transactors are consumers that sign up for a credit card and use it, but they pay the balance off in full every month. Credit card companies miss out on charging these consumers interest fees because they pay their full balance. The main way to make revenue from these types of customers is to charge them annual renewal fees. Transactors do renew their card because they use it, so they will pay the annual fee. Revolvers are the next type of credit consumer. Similar to transactors, revolvers spend an average of $16,000 per year on their credit card. While the revolvers do meet at least the minimum payment, they do not pay their full balance off each month. In fact, they carry an average of about 50% of their annual spending as a balance on their credit card. This means their credit card company makes money from charging them interest on their purchases, in addition to the annual renewal fee. The final type of consumers are the dormant consumers. Dormant consumers only sign up for credit cards to take advantage of some type of sign-on bonus. Once they spend enough to meet the bonus, they cancel the card or they simply don't use it. This means they carry no balance, so the credit card company or network makes no money in interest. Dormants also do not renew the card once they get the bonus. This means that the credit card network makes the least revenue from dormants. In the case of the Chase Sapphire team specifically, they would want to attract transactors or revolvers, preferably over dormants. Their $450 annual fee means they can make a profit from transactors as well as revolvers, and both types of consumers can build the lifelong engaged relationships that Chase aims to build. Dormant consumers are not the type of consumers that Chase aims to attract because they do not renew their card or pay the annual fee. Dormant consumers can still be converted to transactors or revolvers with the right type of benefits, though. The question that we aim to answer here is what the Chase Sapphire Reserve card can do to attract the right types of consumers, and are they currently doing enough? So we'll start with transactors. Transactors make up 30% of all credit card customers, and they are a highly desirable type of customer for any credit card company. Since transactors pay off their entire balance each month, there is by definition no risk of them missing a payment or having any type of account delinquency. Credit card companies can make money from transactors by being their preferred credit card choice and collecting merchant fees from all the monthly purchases that transactors will make. Also, in the case of a card like Chase Sapphire, credit card companies make money by charging annual fees to renew the card, of course. Merchant fees and annual fees amount to less than interest payments would, so attracting transactors is a long-term strategy. It remains a desirable strategy, though, because it is clearly sustainable and has low risk associated with it. To acquire more transactors, a credit card company can give transactors rewards for their spending. The Chase Sapphire Reserve card absolutely does this. The point system associated with the Chase Sapphire card is one of the best options available, especially for consumers that want to use their points on travel. Status is another way to attract transactors, so this would be all the perks that you get from having a certain credit card. Chase Sapphire really handles this as well. The case mentions that Chase had experiences such as exclusive packages to the Sundance Film Festival, private dining series at acclaimed restaurants, and access to the Sapphire Lounge at New York City's Madison Square Garden. The final way to attract transactors is by making your card a social symbol. Chase Sapphire has done this through its design, using a metal core to make their card a bit heftier and differentiate it from other credit cards. They have also launched a successful marketing campaign that saw the hashtag Chase Sapphire trending on Twitter. Overall, they were able to differentiate their card from other high-end credit cards by selling it as a card for interesting people who like to travel and explore, rather than a card that only represents affluence. So the next type would be revolvers. Revolvers make up 43% of customers, which is the largest portion of any type of consumer in the industry. Revolvers can be thought of as the opposite of transactors because they consistently carry a balance from month to month. This makes them more high risk since they may not be able to pay a minimum payment on their higher balance. However, they are also more profitable for credit card companies because they will pay interest on all of their purchases. Compared to transactors, revolvers will be profitable to a credit card company much faster because of the interest payments they will be making. To attract revolvers, credit card companies can offer reward spending. As I said, in the transactor side, Chase Sapphire has a phenomenal rewards program and is definitely capable of attracting revolvers. Where the Chase Sapphire card comes up short is in terms of lower interest rates. Revolvers are more likely to be attracted by lower interest rates or limited time no interest rate offers. As with most reward-based cards, the Chase Sapphire card comes with an above average interest rate. Since revolvers carry their debt from month to month, the interest rate that they pay with Chase Sapphire cards will greatly undermine the benefits they get from the rewards. For this reason, I do not think the Chase Sapphire card does its best to market to revolvers, but it is likely that many revolvers will still be using the card since revolvers make up such a large portion of the market. And due to Chase's high interest rates, they'll be able to profit off of these revolvers greatly. The final type of consumers are the dormant consumers. The dormant consumers are, or sorry, a credit card consumer is dormant if they open a credit card and never use it, or use it only enough to get the rewards points and do not use it otherwise. In a way, these consumers are savvy because they are taking advantage of the rewards programs and bonuses which are meant to attract credit card customers, but they do not make many transactions or have to pay interest, so the credit card company is unable to make a return on their investment. In the case of the Chase Sapphire cards, they all had high sign-on bonuses. The Chase Sapphire Reserve card actually had a 100,000 point bonus at the time of its launch. Having cards with a solid reward program with such a high sign-on bonus is bound to attract dormant consumers. The best way for Chase to minimize the amount of dormant consumers is to be the card with the best rewards program. The same type of consumer that would open a new credit card just to get the bonus points and then never use it would probably also have a main credit card that they use for most transactions and pay off monthly, so they could be a transactor. It is easy for consumers to become dormant on a credit card that they do not feel offers them the best rewards for using it, but these dormant consumers can be convinced to keep a card at the top of their wallet if it truly offers the best value. So for the conclusion, I believe that Chase Sapphire Reserve is a good card for transactors. It offers them rewards on their spending that they can take advantage of from month to month. And it encourages them not to become dormant because it really is a good value if consumers are interested in dining and travel, which many consumers are. The high interest rates allow Chase to profit from the revolvers, although it's not the optimal card to attract revolvers. But it's really a trade-off because it's difficult to have both a low enough interest rate to attract revolvers and also offer the type of rewards that Chase is offering with their card. It may be better if Chase had another brand of card or used one of their other brands of cards to have a lower interest rate and attract revolvers. I think the strategy they have right now is working very well for them. And there's my references. Thank you.